We're back for our third Buzz video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the welcome folder. The welcome folder in all of your classes will be almost the exact same. So when you see this welcome folder, there's a little arrow on the side where I'm circling right now. If you click that, it's going to open up the folder and you can see everything that's in the folder. Now, you see something here called an e-teacher's guide. You will not have that. That's just for me. Your first thing will be your course information. If you click course information, it's going to come up and you can learn about all types of things. Now, you're going to need this course information for the assignment that we're going to talk about in a few minutes. There is we're going to go through each of these. Getting started tells you how to organize your workspace, how to organize your time, and how to maximize your learning. So there's a lot of things that you can learn here to help you get started with Buzz. In order to get out of this, there's a little X right here where I'm circling. You can click it. The next thing we're going to look at is the course syllabus. A syllabus tells you what you're going to learn. So this says the elementary math course inspires students to become critical thinkers and problem solvers. So you can see based on what class you're looking at, what you're going to learn in that class. You can see how long it's going to take us to complete that class. And you can see what the major topics that we're going to learn about in the class are. You can see how many modules there are. Remember, those are the big units that we talk about. We usually do about 3 to 4 modules per 9 weeks, depending on what class it is, but usually in math. You can see how many lessons are in each module and what you're going to be learning about. So that is what you will find in the syllabus. Again, you can click this X to get out. You can find course materials. If you click here, this will tell you all of the things that you need for each module and the supplies that you will need. We went over this at the Back to School Bash, so there are some supplies on here that you won't necessarily need as long as you have the supplies that are listed, that were listed at the Back to School Bash. The next thing is using printable materials. If you click that, it will tell you how to download and print anything that is a printable material on your lessons. There will be several things that will give you the option to print. There will be activities, pictures, things like that, and you can choose to print them if you want. And this gives you options on how to do that. And you can see at the bottom here, it gives you an option to how to print this tutorial on how to print. Again, we're going to click the X at the bottom. You can look at your pace chart. This is something that mostly we use, the teachers, but this will tell you what we're going to learn each 9 weeks. So you can see what lessons are for each 9 weeks. Now, this may change a little bit from course to course and what grade you're in, but for the most part, we try to stick to this. If your parents are interested in learning what the state and the nation requires us to teach you, they can click this state standards and this national standards, and it will tell them all of the things that you have to learn. If you look over here, there's some information about working with your teacher. The first one is communication. You can learn how can I communicate with my teacher. This will give you some information about how to call us, how to email us. You'll learn how often your work will be graded. How will you get answers to your questions? Again, you can click X to go off of this. There's a parent guide for your parents. This will give them a lot of information about how this will work, the types of assessments, how to submit assignments, and things like that. To get out of this, you'll have to click this X on the tab that you're in. There's student resources. This will tell you some things that are available for you on the Buzz website. There's system requirements. I'm not actually going to click on that. That just has to do with what type of computer software you have to have in order to run Buzz. And then academic integrity is just all about being honest with your work. So this is just going to tell you what it means to have academic integrity, what plagiarism is, which is copying somebody else's work, and how to avoid that. So a lot of this information will be information that you can go over with your parents, that might help you as you go along in your class. So the next thing we're going to do is to get out of this, we're going to hit this back arrow up here where I'm circling. And that's going to take us back to our main folders. And we're going to do another video to go over our lessons. So we'll be back in just a moment.